And we always do that by agreement. Is it okay with everybody? Yes. Nut Zipper, is it okay if we record?
Sure.
Thank you.
All right. They're having the board meeting at this same hour. So Steve Henley.
Jim, I guess, could you announce that where is the dApp developer meeting in Discord, because maybe folks waiting, where should they go to join?
Yeah. Let me say something about this. This is the dApp developer Zoom session, and our platform is the Colab Discord server. You can ask any one of us for an invitation. The channel that we use is dApp developers, and you should be able to find that easily there. And so I'm going to turn it over to Jim White-Scarver now. Nut Zipper, does that answer your question?
No, I just I was wondering where is the dApp developer Zoom going today, and I saw that Steve asked if you were going to host this meeting, and I was looking for where it can be, and I thought that maybe it's Jim's room or some room that is in Discord somewhere, and I just clicked a random Zoom link and hopefully landed here.
This is the right room, and
yeah,
so we're the only ones here. So we'll just let's first go through stuff that's the topics on your mind, Nut Zipper, and
well, I was hoping to hear some progress because I'm not up to speed on this topic, but I guess all the talks was during this node testing session, like aka wallet session.
Normally Ned would be part of this meeting. I'm not sure. I guess he'll still be involved in the group. We do have, notes and videos for most of the meetings. And you've been to this meeting before, haven't you?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, yeah, I thought so. Yeah, so today, we'll just have a very abbreviated meeting since it's the three of us are here, and then maybe if we have after we get done with any of the our chain primary stuff, we can go into some of the key-based stuff with Stacy, and we'll get back to that.
Yeah, actually, I don't have anything on my mind right now, so you please, if you wish, go forward with the Keybase, and I will go have some sleep.
Oh yeah. What time is it for you?
It's 10 p.m.
10 p.m. Right. Yeah. Very good.
Okay, so I guess there is nothing to discuss right now, so it was nice to meet you, Stacy.
Yeah.
See you.
And
all guys.
I can't even remember. Were you at the meeting this morning?
No, I won't. I'm waiting for recording.
All right. Okay, so I will take care of that right away.
Okay, thank you.
Were you in the closed session yesterday, Nut Zipper?
Yes.
Okay.
I think you're up to date on the happenings. thanks for your participation in the members. I have some great news. We got through 400,000 commitments.
$400,000.
Commitments, right? That were unconditional from the community, and then there's a pool of 300,000 that is contingent on them getting the 700,000. So they got commitments for the 700,000.
Okay, and as long as it comes in 300,000 now, and we can pull on those commitments at the rate of $10,000 a day going forward, we're still a co-op.
Right. And I think that we have to also focus on what it costs just to keep the lights on.
Yeah.
Okay. In other words, what happens if we just pay to run mainnet? That's it. And of course, we charge to run on mainnet, so we have an income and we have an expense. And hopefully we can balance them. But it shouldn't come to that as long as we have people developing apps. But we're not going to get people to invest. We're not going to get big investors that are not themselves developing applications on our chain. And they're going to want to see apps running successfully. So we have a little bit of pain there. I suppose they're going to announce that after the board meeting. I don't know I don't think it was announced in any of the channels. I met with Rao earlier, and so I got a preview of that news. And it's looking very good. Anything else, Nut Zipper, on?
No.
Night.
Okay.
Night.
So
Have a good day.
Thanks.
I'm putting the video link in the dApp developers channel.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, see you guys.
Right.
Bye.
I'm pretty beat.
Okay, you're not up to looking at anything right now?
I've had all kinds of meetings.
Can I show you
Can I
something?
come back at 4 o'clock?
What?
I'll come back at 4 o'clock. And,
Yeah. Can I show you something right before you leave?
Sure.
Okay, now I have to find it. There's the commitment sheet, if you're interested, but that's not what I wanted to share with you.
What's the commitment sheet? That's your notes of what's been in the channel.
Say again?
What is that commitment sheet?
I'm sorry, I don't understand. I'm either not hearing you or I don't understand the question.
What was that commitment sheet?
Oh, that's to these are the amount of commitments to the rock sale. This is Greg's sheet.
Oh, okay. What, I guess I didn't.
Yeah, he
I didn't see
announced
that.
he posted it in the announcement channel on our chain.
I see. Cool. Thanks.
Okay, but that's again, that's not what I wanted to show you. So look at this idea right here. Deposit Ether to non-funded account on Stellar using Papaya. So what I'm thinking is this Papaya gives us the ability to operate smoothly within a bunch of tokens. And it allows us to create kind of these anonymous wallets on Papaya where we can pay contributors to the project transparently to them and only, bother them with it, when they click a link or something, they can see what the contributions to their Papaya account are. But we can do this even before we have an identity. We can allow people to claim these wallets on Papaya that we have created for them. Okay, anyway, that was all I wanted to share. I wanted you to see that because I think that's instead of people are going to have to make a deposit to Robot for this thing to work smoothly. And I say we create these accounts for people on Papaya automatically with Robot, and then then we give them the instructions how to claim their Papaya account.
Sweet. A lot of people looking at that, huh?
Yeah.
Um,
And we have an API to Papaya too. We can create accounts automatically, and we can fund them automatically with any kind of token we want to fund them with. Up to they've got 10 or 12 popular currencies that they support. But that's for the Stellar network, which is what we do with Keybase.
I'm still trying to understand what it is.
Yeah. But you're already addressing all these issues when you're creating wallets for people on Discord, with Robot. But this is a way that we can automate a bunch of that stuff and turn it over to Robot and just, Papaya is going to charge us I think it's like a 0.001 they charge us a transfer fee, but it's worth it because we get automatically we get smooth transitions through different cryptocurrencies with our bot.
Yeah. What's that service?
What?
There's another service that does that. right? That's, I think, a lot more popular. That
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the name of it. I know what you're talking about. It'll come to me, and I'll post it. I'll post it in the AOTV channel on Keybase. Yeah, and I can't think of what that thing's called. Ether. Yeah, it'll come to me. But I just liked this because it was dealing with Stellar Network.
so I see. So there's deposit to, we can deposit to Stellar. But what's my Stellar account? Is it the same as my?
Well, you create Papaya accounts that end up being wallets that you can turn over permissions to anybody you want to. You know, and through the API, we can create wallets on there. I mean, that's what it's for. It's made to create wallets that can be addressed in an automated fashion. And so when people send us Lumen, we create a wallet for them on Papaya, and you know, we put them some what would you call that? We charge their account with Lumen in any denomination we want, you know, and then that's the wallet that we caretake for the member of the art object project. They can, you know, they can add to it or take or withdraw from it at any time. And any transaction involving it will be documented and conceivably reversible. But Stacy, I can share a little bit. Here's our Discord Colab server over here, and these are the channels that we run. Like this meeting right now is communications about this particular Zoom session happen here in the dApp developers channel.
Right, there was a video that.
Yeah, that was from this morning. It was what we call the wallet development and testing session. Used to be the R-Node testing session, but, or actually no, this is a new session devoted to wallets that sprang out of this group. The Art on the Blockchain project, which is down here, where is it? Top of the list. Did anybody see it?
It says blockchain art. That's why you didn't see it. Look for the block.
Oh,
It was further up.
yeah, that's just my own dyslexia. I was looking
Right there.
for art on the blockchain. But anyway, there's the channel, and you know, there's you know, the session we had on the 16th. Go back up through here and see all the meetings we've had. some good meetings and some good links in there. But, you know, the blockchain art project has evolved into the Keybase event, or the Keybase platform, I guess you want to call it.
Okay.
And here we are in our group now on Keybase, where members come in by membership. Here are examples of me sending money from the AOTB account to my Gary Coulter account. That was just a proof of concept. Here's the commands we get back on our API listener that listens to the traffic on a channel. And my reason for posting this in there was the fact that if we look in the text here, it'll see that, you know, 1XLM was transmitted to GaryBot. And so now Robot could actually trigger on this event, verify that this money actually got sent to GaryBot's address, and then do some automated action. Like we're talking about using this to allow people to buy Rock, which is the token of the Archain community, with Lumen. And we want to do that because it gives us connectivity between these two currencies, and it also creates a dApp. And
2 quick questions.
Yeah.
So lumens, that's what we got in the Stellar drop on Keybase?
That's correct, yes.
And what does it mean when it says false? Like, I'm looking at what you got back, and I see a few places where it says false.
Oh, those are just flags that this is called a JSON object here. And these are different fields. And so it says here, is this the last, is this the last message in the channel, I guess it's saying, and the answer to that was false.
Oh, okay.
And we will know what the semantics of all these fields in this object are when we create our bot. But over here, here's a listener. Here's a listener that I've got set up, and it's just that easy. Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. This is a different bash. So I've got a listener set up right there, and this is what Robot would see, and then his actions or her actions would be triggered on according to what it saw in the API stream. Any questions about that? And so, of course, we can stop these streams and create as many of these streams as we want. Okay, I didn't realize I had scrolled up. But, well, it's been sitting there listening, and these are all messages from the channel. We could look at those. But oh, you did? Yeah. This is a good idea about what people can do with the information that you put in these channels, because anybody on Keybase that has access to our channel can set one of these listeners up. Okay, just as a word to the wise. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to Control-C out, and I'm going to look at the command that invoked that listener, and it's that easy to set up a listener. But for the purposes of actually developing dApps, we have to listen for something, and so it's about as easy as this much code right here. If I were to run that in the channel, it would look for messages that have a white check mark on them, and then it would trim off robot off the beginning of that message, and that we don't even need that there. But so in our case, it'll do nothing right there. But what it's going to do is it's going to send on the channel it turns out it's going to send the text of the message that got the white check mark, and anything else we want to send with that message when we see the white check mark. We could do something like this. We could say, this is what I want to do. I want to say, you earn 25 tokens for entering a white check mark, so on and so forth. So, and the number of these bots that we can set up, we can look for white check marks that, replies that begin with a white check mark, or we can look for text, the actual text of the message that contains any string we want. And then we can basically do whatever we can program robot to do in the channel here, because that's an instruction to be executed in the channel. Questions?
I think you're over Stacy's head here.
Yeah, I know. I mean, yeah. No, I appreciate it. I understand what you mean, but not to the point that I need to add. I don't need to know.
Yeah.
Thank
Okay,
you, though.
yeah, okay. What else do we've got 30 minutes left. What else do we need to talk about, Jim? Stacy, what would you like to talk about?
I've sort of been getting some other stuff done here. I was going to take off and come back at 4 o'clock, which is in case people come there. So I was going to take a little break, but I'm here if there's anything that you or Stacy wants to.
That sounds good to me.
Wants me before I go.
Stacy, what can I tell you? Do you have any questions, or would you like to just
Well, you had mentioned me and told me to go and look at, you were talking about a certain project. So that's why I wanted to meet with you, just to find out a little bit more background.
Yeah.
And Jim, though, I'm glad to see that a while back when I was talking about Keybase and nobody knew what I was talking about, that it finally caught up with what I was talking about.
Yeah.
I feel a little bit better about that.
Yeah, you were early on Keybase, right? Pretty
Yes.
much.
Yeah, but
the other thing is that I wanted to look at. I don't know if you've looked at it, Stacy. Is seeds, the joined seeds. I think Christina has been mentioning that.
I haven't been around for probably at least a month. I was vacationing most of the month, so I'm really not caught up. I'm just getting back into this now.
Let me. I thought this was kind of interesting in a number of things. Like one of the things I'm trying to do is I'm trying to create DAOs, decentralized, autonomous organizations, right? And basically, I want to create organizations that don't have any legal entity in any country or any particular legal entity. I mean, people are legal entities, and I guess companies could be in the DAO too, but the DAO is independent of any one organization. And there's a lot of things that go to that. I mean, the main problem really is governance. And economic model. So I was looking at this seeds project, which a few people in Dig Life have said some good things about, and I don't know much about it yet. But you know, it's a different notion of money in a sense, and it's sort of like you set your own salary type thing. It's a little bit strange, but I thought you know, it gives a starting point, perhaps, where we don't have to create our own token because they have one for us to use. I mean, we should have our own token, but we don't have to have one right away if we use theirs. You know what I mean?
And Jim, these tokens that they create, will they be, you know, can they potentially be unlimited?
Yeah, I believe so. I mean, we create them ourselves.
And we could access it through an API?
Well, you know, how developed it is a good question. But, you know, in terms of a concept, in terms of a model to follow, it's a starting point in any case. Now we can see how far we can take it. I don't think you can get an actual wallet yet, but you can certainly assign yourselves, you know, have a salary.
To have a what? I didn't hear that.
You can have a salary.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
I don't understand. How do you have, I'm sorry, how do you have a salary without a wallet? Like, where does the salary, I don't understand that.
That's a good question. You know, I'm just learning about it, but it seems like when you go, you have to join the wait list. But in the meantime, you can earn seeds.
I understand. I understand. It's like an IOU.
It's like an IOU.
Okay.
Oh boy. I'm going to be back in 20 minutes if anybody wants to come back or is still around.
What meeting is in 20 minutes? I'm just curious.
It's an open work study.
Oh, okay.
So it sort of depends who shows up, what we work on.
Okay. All right. Good seeing you, Jim. I may
Yeah.
not be here in 20 minutes.
All right.
See you, Jim. Yeah, I'll be here.